This is a lecture from Open Tuition. To benefit from the lecture, you should download the free lecture notes from opentuition.com.
We're going to go through and look at a question on discontinued operations that looks at it from the perspective of the statement of profit or loss. And although the question isn't something that you're likely to see as an exam type question, as an objective test question, it's really useful to go through and see how the numbers that you're given, so that you've got up there for 2 years in terms of revenues and all your various costs, are split out under IFRS 5 so that we show all of your continuing operations, revenues and costs in the statement of profit or loss, and then a separate line item where we show your discontinued operations. So if we go through and have a look at the information within the question, we're asked for your statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. Ignore other comprehensive income for this one. We're just looking at profit or loss. We're told the year ended is December 2017 for this company called Router. We're looking at IFRS 5, and also we're told specifically to make the disclosures on the face of the statement of profit or loss. So what you've got is you've got the financial statements for 2017, the current year. You've got them for the previous year, 2016. And we can see there that we ran down a material business operation on the 30th of March 2017. So within this year, we have a discontinued operation, so we'll need to separate out the results. But also as well, even though it wasn't discontinued last year, you will need to go through and show the discontinued operation last year, even though it wouldn't have been disclosed as a discontinued operation the prior year. You need to separate out the results for comparability purposes. So what results do we need to split out? So we can see here that we're given the results. So we can see here the key figure is there. So for each year we want to show the loss of 3 and the loss of 1. But what we need to go through and do is we need to adjust on a line by line basis. We need to remove the revenue for 2017 and 2016. We need to do the same for cost of sales, distribution and admin. So what you've got very simply is, if we go through that and look at 2017, if we then look at 2016, the revenue figure that you've got from 2017 is the 700 less the 60. So here, 700 less 60 is that 640. Again, I'm sure you're then well away to be able to work out that in 2016 it's 480. Cost of sales, what have we got? So cost of sales, we've got 300. If we then go through and remove 40, is that there as 260. Does that give me gross profit of 380? And you can go through and do that right the way down, so that ultimately you end up with 233 as your profit from continuing operation, because you've removed everything to do with your discontinued operations. You can do exactly the same for 2016. So there, 215. Does that give me 265? You can do the same for your admin and your distribution, which gives you, I think, is it 162? I can't read my own writing. And 167. Have I got my calculator? I think I have. I'll just do it just to double check. 265 less 48 less 56, 161. There we go. So that's your profit from continuing operations. You've then got your loss from your discontinued ops. So is that 3 and 1. So you've then got your total profit, which here is 230 and 160. Excellent. Good. There is a tiny bit of the question that is mentioned about, is it a gain of 7 being recorded within your admin expenses. So what that is effectively doing, the way the question's set up, we don't actually need to do anything about it, but effectively what it's saying is that this loss from discontinued operations is made up of 2 parts. So what you've got there is that if you've got a gain of, is it 7, if you've got, is it an overall loss of 3, then the actual loss that the operation was making was 10. Okay, so you could show it separately within the notes. You could show the gain on disposal or the gain on closure as 7, and then that 10 is effectively then what is then split elsewhere within the notes. So you'd have a split revenue, cost of sales, admin, distribution. You get your loss, and then you'd have your gain to get your overall discontinued operation loss, which then feeds in as the 3. There we go. Objective test questions. I'd have a practice at a couple of those to see what gets thrown out. I think the likelihood is the emphasis is more likely to be on the non-current asset held for sale and the calculations there. But give it a whirl in your study text, your revision question and answer bank, and see how you get on. If you have any questions, let me know. Post them on the Ask the Tutor forum for CIMA F1, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, take care, and I'll see you all later in the next chapter after you've had a pretty substantial break. Bye for now.